Yeah. Hey man, what y'all got going, man? It's your boy Prophet. Y'all know what time it is. We back with another video. Now y'all know I gotta get on my educational ish. You know what I'm saying? My financial shit. You know what I'm saying? Put niggas up on game. We finna check out asking millionaires how they got rich in Dallas by the School of Hard Knocks, man. I fuck with the
Excuse
School
me,
of
man.
Hard Knocks, bro.
Quick
I
question
fuck with
for
their
you. Is
videos.
this your Rolls Royce?
Yeah, yes,
We
sir.
get to
What
it.
do you do for a living?
This will be my 11th year in the NFL. My name's Tavon Austin. So
What has been the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
multiple seven figures.
The business is 60 million.
Ric Flair, ain't
and then a couple of million for myself.
I probably made 11 million.
In my last role, I was the chief operating officer for a $700 million business called Health Management Systems.
And did you guys end up selling your company?
We did. We sold it to a private equity company for about.
Dallas, Texas is
Let's
a
talk
top
money.
20 city in the entire world with the most millionaires. We're out in Highland Park, Dallas, Texas, the wealthiest area in all of Dallas, asking multimillionaires and luxury shoppers how they became successful.
Let's do it. Let's talk money. You ain't talking money, I don't want to hear it. You feel me?
My first question, sir, what industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
Consumer products industry.
Are you a business owner by any chance, or
I am not.
You're not?
I'm the CEO of Frito-Lay.
you're the CEO of Frito?
Yeah.
Frito-Lay.
You're the CEO of Frito-Lay.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
That's
I mean,
tough.
seriously. I mean, you guys have great chips, obviously. What's your best advice to anybody out there that's trying to build a company into a company like Frito-Lay?
Wow. Well, sky's the limit. I mean, you can do anything. Frito-Lay started with one man, Herman Lay,
Yeah.
right, selling potato chips out of a truck. Hustled, worked hard, did it the right way, took care of his customers, took care of his employees, and the next thing you know, it's a multi-billion-dollar business.
Right.
Yeah, in today's environment, you gotta, one, understanding your consumer, who's buying your product better than anybody else. Technology is the way to make sure that you stay on top of consumer trends and you understand what consumers want. Being consumer obsessed is, I think, the most important thing.
Now, what was the
That's for
biggest
sure.
driving factor of your success that enabled you to become a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company?
Hey, preparation and a little bit of luck, man. Right place, right time, doing it the right way, being authentic, treating people like you want to be treated. I mean, it really is. You got to be smart. Everybody's got to be smart. You got to want to hustle, right? You gotta want to work harder
What's
than
up
the
with the
next
sound,
guy,
man?
but you can do all
Damn.
that and be a jerk and be failed.
That's the CEO of Frito-Lay Chips that we just interviewed.
That's
bro.
crazy how you just
Shit,
walked up
bro.
on him
We
first
just walking
interview.
around in Dallas, we see the man and just ask him a few questions. He's the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company. Let's keep going to get some more, man. Shout out Dallas. What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
I decided to go into the retail business.
The retail
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
What did you do exactly?
Okay.
Well, I ran a lot of different retail companies.
And what company were you the CEO of?
Well, I was a lot of mine. I was a Penny company, the Penny's company, Macy company, Barney's, Neiman Marcus. So a lot of different companies that had difficulties at the time. I was the CEO of the company, but it's not the CEO who makes a success. It's the people who work for that company. But it's the CEO's responsibility to make those people
Excuse me.
realize how important they are to the company. It's not one person.
In 1 minute, tell me the
That's
blueprint
some
that
real
it takes to
shit.
run a successful company, a multi-hundred-million-dollar company. What's the blueprint to creating a strong company in today's world?
Understanding the culture. Understanding the culture of
That's the same thing the last dude said. Like understanding the culture, understanding the consumer. You gotta know who the hell buying your products, bro, so you can know how your products can best serve them. You know what I'm
the
saying?
company. Each
Real
company
shit.
is different. Neiman Marcus is different than the Penny company. So you have to go in, you have to understand who they are, not who you are. And then you also got to understand your customer. Because the number one thing that a person running a company has to know who his customer is and take care of them and make sure your people are taken care of. And then if you do that, you can take care of the shareholder. Even though people say the shareholder comes first, the shareholder does come first because they can fire you. But if you don't take care of the customer first, you're never going to take care of the shareholder.
Yo, my man we just interviewed right there was the CEO of Penny's, Macy's, and Neiman Marcus, bro. I couldn't hold
Bro,
it
he be
together,
some
bro.
rich-ass
We just
niggas, bro.
interviewed the CEO of Frito-Lay, and now we interviewed that mogul. That is a retail mogul right there. Just dropped some straight game on some serious entrepreneurship and business advice, man. Dallas, Texas has been fucking insane.
Are you
Loaded.
interested in starting your own faceless YouTube
Bruh,
automation
come on,
channel,
man.
but all people do is tell you to go to frickin' Fiverr and Upwork and hire people to make
Get your ass on.
Say it, bro. Let's keep it going. My first question for you, man. What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
I'm a professional football player.
Professional football player.
Yeah.
What team do you play for?
Played for several teams. Hopefully this will be my 11th year in the NFL. My name's Tavon Austin. So I played for the Rams, Cowboys,
That's tough.
Jacksonville, Bills for a little bit, and Green Bay.
West Virginia University.
West Virginia University.
Tavon Austin?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out
This
to
is
bro.
crazy to me.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
UT, so we're a little bit of a rival here,
Okay,
but
we'll bust y'all up.
I know you did. I know you did. Hey, trust me, I've seen your returns though.
Yeah,
I know
no
you got
doubt,
it.
yep.
So I guess I'll ask you, man, what's been the biggest driving factor of your success that's enabled you to become a professional athlete, work your way into the NFL? What does it take?
For number one, it take a lot of discipline and hard work. I come from a place where a lot of us don't really make it out. You know what I mean? So, in my mindset different. I wanted better for myself. I wanted better for my family. So, with that being said, always stay focused. Always seeing the point. You gotta have good people around you that's willing to tell you when you're wrong. You can't have no type of yes men around you. Gotta have stand up, strong people, either a woman or a man around you.
What has been the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
I probably made 11 million.
11 million.
Yeah, 11 million.
What's your best financial advice to the younger generation
11 M. Shit.
out there?
Honestly, you gotta
Good.
get the right financial advisor around you. You gotta get people, even though it's your money, you gotta have people carry it like it's their money as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you like nice things, you'll spend, but you need somebody that's gonna be that backbone to be like, hey, hold on right now. This is this is that. Gotta put this away for this.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tavon. Really appreciate that,
Yeah.
man. That is unbelievable. We just interviewed Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin, I used to play with that man's in Madden, bro. He's been in the NFL for over 10 years, and he was one of the best returners in all of football. He's probably got the best college football highlight tape on the entire planet, man. Shout out to Tavon Austin. Over 10 million in 1 year. What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
Well, my graduate degree is in public administration, but I ended up working in oncology, working in clinical trials. So I went in a completely different direction.
Yeah. Are you a business owner?
Yeah, part owner.
And what has been the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
On average, we do. Are you talking about me personally or the business?
I guess both. Well, I'm
The
personally.
business is 60 million, and then a couple of million for myself. Yeah.
What's the secret to being able to scale from 6 to 7 figures in business or even just personal income? What's the secret to
What
scaling?
do I got to
Well,
do?
part of our success is we started a business in late 1990s, and then we sold it for a nice chunk of change. So
How much did you sell it for?
365 million.
So you sold a
Shit. 365 M's? That's 1 M every day of the year.
company for 365
Yeah,
million.
there was a group of us.
Wow.
So that was really very
Shit.
helpful in terms of, making, it really gave us an opportunity to sort of look in a different way and work in an industry that we still enjoy, but in a different way. So I think if you can create something that's successful and then find someone who's interested in purchasing it, that go a long way. And
What's the best financial advice that you've ever received
365
throughout your
M's?
lifetime?
invest in different
Damn.
companies and just have a nice investment plan for yourself. And you can never start, they always say you can never start too young, and I think that's true.
And is there a particular industry that you think people should really be looking to get into right now? Maybe it's in healthcare, that's a sector that you're in, or where do you think people should really be looking to?
Well, I think the tech world continues to be a good part of a
Hell
successful
yeah.
portfolio, but healthcare definitely,
Yeah.
and especially drug development.
And I guess why drug development and that sector of healthcare in particular?
Well, because we're just in an exciting phase. I mean, when I started 22 years ago doing what I'm doing, there were maybe 12 or 15 good oncology drugs, and now there are over 40. So there's this real breakthrough that we've had, especially with immune.
Oncology drugs? I don't even know what that means, bro. Let me write that shit down. We talking about investments and shit. Where my pen at, man? I gotta write that down. Oncology drugs. Investing. What else you say? Healthcare sector. Yeah. Never too young. Yeah, but we gotta start investing this paper, bro. We making all this money, nigga. We gotta invest that shit somewhere. You gotta, what I'm saying? Take this shit serious.
Therapy, and that'll
Okay.
just continue to move forward.
I love that. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So I really
Nice to meet
appreciate
you.
that. Great to meet you as well.
Good luck with your project.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day. Thank you.
365
My man sold a
M's.
company for over $360 million. His company right now is doing $60 million a year. What do you got to say about Dallas so far, man?
So
What the fuck?
Dallas has been unreal. We got Cowboys player Tavon Austin. We got two major former CEOs. But my biggest lesson about that last interview is the takeaway that all the money that he has made, the $100 million that he sold the company for, and the millions that he's bringing home a year, he made it because he did it with a team of people. Like he said, he didn't just own all the wealth for himself. He said there was a group of us that came together and we made something special happen. They made a shit ton of money doing it. So if you're out there, you think
yeah.
you could do it alone, just remember the saying: if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Let's go, motherfuckers.
Hey, my man right here out in Dallas, he's parked in the Cullinan.
But who the fuck is you talking to like that, though, bro? Can't be talking to me, bro. Who is you? Like, I get you trying to be motivational. You know what I'm saying? You trying to spark a fire in a nigga, but
money doing it. So if you're out there,
Watch
you
your
think you
mouth.
can do it alone, just remember the saying: if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Let's go, motherfuckers.
Hey, my man right here
bro.
out in
I'm gonna come bop your ass, bro.
Dallas. He's parked in the Cullen in the Rolls Royce. This is a multi-$100,000 car out in Dallas, Texas. Let's go up and try and get this interview real quick. Hey, excuse me,
big.
man.
That bitch
Quick question
cool.
for you. Is this your Rolls Royce?
Yeah, yes, sir.
What do you do for a living?
I own a Sunspa tanning franchise that has 75 plus locations in like 13 states.
And how long have you been a business owner for?
Since 2009.
2009. Is
Yes.
it cool if we could ask you a few questions?
Orange
We go all over
guts
the
in that
country just
motherfucker.
asking business owners their advice to young entrepreneurs. Is it cool? Could we ask you a couple questions outside of the car real quick?
No, yes, obviously. yeah, for sure.
Awesome, man.
Absolutely.
Cool. What has been the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
Multiple seven figures.
For someone out there, they're trying to
That-
scale
that
their
shirt
income from
smooth.
6 to 7 figures. What advice would you give them?
The biggest thing is everybody wants to. People are control freaks, and there's a really good book. It's like super short, but it's called Great CEOs Are Lazy or Good CEOs Are Lazy, and basically says that
Write
if you
that
can
shit down.
delegate and somebody can do the task 70% as well as you can, delegate it. So like I'm a master delegator, so I find people and I put them in positions to do things. Also, the other thing is I also give people opportunities that also benefit myself in a sense of like I will buy a company and give somebody equity, so therefore that's their baby. It's an opportunity that they would have never had previously, and they're
That's
doing
smooth.
95% of the work. I use my team and my resources to help set everything up, you know, the books and all that, and then that's ways to, you know, essentially it's actually truly, there's no such thing as passive income, but that's as passive as it gets because that person is doing the work, you're giving them an opportunity to make more money than they ever would, and you're benefiting from it as well.
And you take a
Because,
cut
you know,
from
if
it
it's
because you put the play in motion.
six-figure profit business where it's, you know, it's making 600,000, you're 50-50 partners, now you're making 300,000, you're literally doing nothing.
Next thing I was going to ask you is that, you know, there's a big debate for
That sound about right. So, let me write that shit down too. He said, you know what I'm saying, you got 600K. And you got a nigga doing it for you, basically. So you split it 50-50. So now you getting 300 racks. You feel me? Doing 300 racks. And you really ain't doing shit. You really ain't doing no work. That sound pretty ideal to me. Without doing no work. Anywhere. Okay. Smooth.
entrepreneurship, whether they should diversify into different industries. But do you think entrepreneurs in today's world, should they diversify, or how important has that focus on one thing been for you throughout your career?
Yeah, so this is like an
That's a
amazing
good question.
And
That's a
actually,
good-ass question.
so concentration builds wealth, right? Diversification keeps it. I don't know whose quote that is, but I use it all the time. So it's like concentrating on one thing. So I concentrated on one thing and obviously made enough money where there's nothing that I see or want.
This is why I stopped shopping
Come
on
on,
Amazon, and you should too.
God
Don't
damn.
spend another dime on Amazon.
Want to do that I can't afford to do. So now what I'm doing is I'm vertically integrating my whole business. So we're constantly, right now we're building 20 new locations. So like this month I'm spending like $200,000 on HVAC. So I'm gonna buy an HVAC company, an electrical company, a plumbing company, a MEP architectural company, because we use so much, the amount of people that are making money off of us on the real estate commissions and stuff like that. Also a ton of commercial buildings, like commercial strips, and every single one of them has my business in it, right? What that does, that's also vertically integrating, and that's diversification. But it's like, instead of me paying rent to someone else, I'm paying rent to myself. So like that's my sense of diversification. But when it comes to somebody who is new and like an entrepreneur, everybody says, oh, we want 3 streams of income and all that. That's all just kind of bullshit. It's like, if you make $1,000 on a rent house and then you go and have a drop shipping company, you make $1,000, what is that? You can literally just focus on one thing and kind of scale that up. And once you have enough cash flow to where you can replace your day job and you can also do anything you want to go do, then take that money and then diversify into whatever else you want to do.
Yeah.
So
Vegas, my bad. You crushed that. Thank you so much.
W shit.
Dallas has been one of the craziest cities that I've shot in so far. This video has been crazy, but I want you to comment down below who's been your favorite person we've interviewed so far and why. We'd love to connect with you guys. I want to know all your thoughts on this video so far. All right, you guys, a few months ago, we actually interviewed a healthcare executive at a
My favorite person got to be the nigga that sold the company for 365 M's.
$4 billion company that just sold. He's now an angel investor, but he invited us out to his house in Dallas, Texas to give us some game to the young entrepreneur. Yes, sir.
Good shit, man.
Yeah, what's your name?
Dante.
Dante James. Nice to meet you, bro.
man. You do
Yeah.
good work.
Appreciate you, man.
Keep it
Hey,
up.
any advice to the younger generation out there?
Oh man, I'm not the one to give
Yeah.
advice to the younger
But
generation.
everybody's got their own perspective. You know, like if you could tell anybody any message out there.
What's
Yeah.
the biggest life lesson you've ever learned?
The biggest life lesson I've ever learned. Shit, right now is to search peace instead of financial gain.
What would you say is the importance of finding that peace in yourself as opposed to serving money and serving people?
Well, if you're not right in here, then whatever you do out here doesn't fucking matter.
Hey, that's some real skill right there. Dante,
true.
appreciate you for stopping by, man.
James.
Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Have a good one. Thank you. You know what? I love that advice right there. You can't serve money. We want to be super successful, but you got to find that inner peace inside. If all you're looking for is the money, you're never going to find peace. You're never going to find happiness. That's some real skill right there. That was a really cool interaction we just had with Dante. He had recognized us from the channel and some of the interviews that we had done, but right now we're on the way to the executive's house. He's going to give us some game on how entrepreneurs can really thrive in today's business world and what he looks for in companies as an angel investor. So let's head out right now. Can't wait to get this content for you guys. What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
Healthcare. In my last role, I was the chief operating
Healthcare.
officer.
All these rich niggas is doing healthcare, bro. That might be the move, bro. Let me jot that down. Healthcare. The other nigga sold his company for 365 M's. He was in healthcare, selling oncology drugs. Goddamn, investing. Like, come on, bro.
Served for a $700 million business called Health Management Systems.
And did you guys end up selling your company?
We did. We sold it to a private equity company for about $3.5 billion, and it was a very successful exit at the end of 2020.
God damn. 3.5 billion?
Incredible. My next question for you, what was the best financial advice that you ever received throughout your lifetime? If you had a mentor or somebody that taught you a lesson about money that is kind of
What
always
am I
stuck
doing
with you,
wrong,
what's
bro?
the best financial advice you ever received?
Spend about half of what you make, and always keep your powder dry, because there's always an investment that you could use a little bit of money on. There's always something that you can, a person you can invest in, an idea you can invest in. And if you don't have any dry powder, we call it cash on the sideline, then you're always short of doing that. So always
I
keep
feel
enough
that.
cash on the sideline for any kind of liquid requirements that you have. And I think in this market, in healthcare today, a lot of the valuations have come down. So over the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to see a multitude of investments that weren't there 2 to 3 years ago. So you should have some money in cash today.
What do you think is the biggest thing that takes a business from 7 to 8 and eventually 9 figures? A lot of people, they'll have a great business idea, they'll start that business, but they struggle to scale and grow. How were you guys able to scale into a multi-billion-dollar business?
I think the biggest challenge with scaling is just getting enough infrastructure to drive enough business, where you need more people, more technology, you need more sales, you need more marketing, you need more commercialization of the product, and ultimately you need to make it a industry utility. So everybody that's not using it is at a disadvantage. Once you can get to that tipping point, then you really scale.
What would you say was the biggest driving factor that really led to your success, that enabled you to work your way up and become an executive at a 9 and eventually 10-figure company in a booming industry?
Helping others succeed. I think your biggest focus is if you can help your direct reports get to their next level, if you can mentor people on the line up the ladder, you can reach down and pull people up the ladder, and always be focused on really giving them constructive criticism on what they did, what they didn't do, what they could do, how they should go about it. Because hiring the best people and lifting them up always kept me on the top of the on the top of the food chain. So that's how I raised. And so the
That's
better
hard.
you can surround yourself with great people, the better you can mentor those great people, the
That's
more
hard as hell.
opportunity you have to grow in your career as well.
You crushed that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video, and like it.
That was a W fucking video, man. Shout out to School of Hard Knocks, bro. Every video they watch, every video I watch from them be a W, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But that's gonna do it for the video, man. It's your boy Prophet, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I'm gonna keep pushing these videos out for y'all boys, man. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Come on.